What's happening, guys? Christian and GG here, and today I'm profiling my Gallade Zoroark deck profile and going to run through the individual choices and run through why this deck is such a good deck in this current format in Standard. So we're playing 4 Zorua, 4 Zoroark GX. That is incredibly standard in all Zoroark decks. You want to get it out ASAP. No breakpoint Zoroark because I just don't think it's that good anymore. 3 Lele, because even if you start with it, it's fine. It's really good for two-shotting things, but it is there to get the bridge at first turn to find Guzma and end late game. 1 Mew EX, 4 knocking out Buzzwoles, because it's still a very heavily saturated Buzzwole format, so you need this card to swing the matchup in your favour. It can also knock out enemy Gallades in the mirror. 4 routes and 1 Gardevoir, 1 Gallade. Let me explain. Gardevoir, although it is not the focal point of the deck anymore, Infinite Force can still punish really heavy attachments like Kiawe, or even on the Zoroark mirror when they're trying to armor press you, or when they use the GX attack and knock out the Gallade. Infinite Force can come in to at least two-shot it and help you trade favourably. 1 Fairy Energy, Twilight GX. This is the main reason why I'm still playing this card, is because shuffle 10 cards from your discard pile into your deck is absolutely fantastic. Oranguru Ultra Prism is finding its way into a lot of Zoroark decks for the reason of putting 3 cards back into your deck, so putting 10 in, just fantastic. Then we're playing 2 Gallade, as I say, because this can knock out Zoroarks no problem in a really heavy Zoroark format. Being able to stream KO is really easy, and it is a 150 HP non-EXGX, so they have to try and return KO without the help of choice ban, and even if they do, you're surrendering 1 prizes when on average Gallade takes about 4 prizes by itself. But you get the stack on top of your deck with Premonition, and Sensitive Blade is a really easy attack to use. You just need to use a supporter, something like Guzma, Mallow, and Sensitive Blade is hitting for 130, 260 onto a Zoroark, which is just insanely good. So moving on to the trainers, for the supporters we have 1 Cynthia, 2 Guzma, 2 Yen, 3 Bridget, 2 Mallow. You're probably thinking that is a very light supporter line, which it is, but you're definitely using Gardevoir GX attack every single game, and you're having around 2 Gallades out at a time, so being able to find these cards after you've used them is not a tall order at all. And of course you do play 4 puzzle at a time, which you can put back in again with the GX attack. So I believe using a small supporter line can be done in this deck. You can beef it up, of course, if you wish, but this is what I'm running with at the minute. 4 Ultra Ball, standard. 1 Enhanced Hammer, you only need 1 because GX attack and puzzle time means you actually are playing more than 1 copy of this deck, playing up to I think 4 copies, which is just really, really strong. 2 Evo Soda, you can play Curly in the deck if you really want to get more use of Evo Soda, but Evo Soda is just there to get the Zoroark out turn 2 and beyond. 3 Rare Candy, it is kind of greedy not playing Curly, but you just want to get out the Gallade ASAP so you can start switching the prize trade to your favour. 1 Super Rod because Gardevoir and Gallade can still be healed really easy with Max Potion. You can put 2 Fairy Energy onto the Gallade. I've done that quite a lot of times in testing just so I don't lose the Enhanced Hammer. So Super Rod can put them back in. Special charge for the DCAs, you can find them really easy again with the Gardevoir, and of course you can use Puzzle of Time to bring back special charge, so you can recycle your 4 of your DCSEs very, very, very easy in this deck. 2 Max Potion because you don't want your Gallade to die because it can take so many prizes by itself. 2 Field Blower because Fighting Fury build and Garbatoxin do hurt. 1 Float Stone so you can stream the Guzma KOs a lot easier without having to use a new Gallade if you're not getting it out, etc. 2 Choice Band and a Parallel City completes the trainer line, and for the energy we are playing 4 DCA, 3 Fairy. If you are wanting to play not as much Fairy, maybe you're scared of prizing the Gardevoir or just don't believe it's not that necessary to play that much Fairy energy, you can of course take out 1 or 2 fairy energy, maybe for dark energy, so you can use Trickster GX if you're unfamiliar what that does and you haven't actually bothered to read it. Choose one of your opponent's Pokemon attacks and use it as this attack. However, I am near enough always using Gardevoir GX attack, so I don't feel that is very necessary, but taking out 1 fairy energy for maybe another Guzma or another N, definitely not a bad idea, completely up to you. So there you go, guys, that's the deck. I hope you enjoyed it. Its matchups are really favourable because of Gallade just being a 1 prize attacker. I can see it struggling against maybe fellow 1 prize attacker decks or maybe stuff like Volcanion. But the Gardevoir is there to punish the Volcanion matchup. But overall, Zoroark deck seemed like a really favourable matchup, and they have been favourable for me in testing. So let me know what you think of the deck, guys. Check out our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. If you play other card games, check out our other card game YouTubes. But for now, this is Chris from NGG, signing out.